Alright guys, welcome back to another video. So I'm going to squat down. Hopefully the sun's not in the camera, but you can see we have a Honda Accord here. Just basic oxidation, no micro crack or anything. For these, it's very common to have a little haze on the inside right here, which I can kind of sort of see it, but we're ultimately not going to know until we restore it. So we're at the flea market today. I actually moved to a new spot closer to the front entrance, and we're doing much better. So really hoping to get the flea market status to like 10 a day. I know it's going to take a little bit of time because a lot of people don't know that we're here yet, but I did put a second location for the Google business profile to let people know that we're here. So if you type headlight restoration near me, we'll come up on the map. I actually think this is how this customer found us. He kind of drove from maybe about 45 minutes north just to come down here and get these done. He's like, I don't have a really reason to, I didn't need to get anything at the flea market, but I'll just get the headlights restored while he's down here. So I wanted to take this opportunity to talk to you guys, and I wanted to make another video about this topic. It's what I would do if I was starting over with the knowledge that I have now. As you guys know, I think on a few videos ago I put out my email address for you guys to reach out and see, kind of just pick my brain, answer any questions you might have. And a lot of people just flat out don't know where to start. And again, I still am going to make a more detailed video on this, just one-on-one instead of like while I'm doing the job, just so I can kind of be more focused on it. But I'm going to start with the 400 grit, take all this stuff off. But first thing you want to do whenever you're doing this is getting your Google business profile set up, because I tell everybody your number one customer is going to be somebody who is looking for your service. These are called high intent customers, so you don't really have to find them. They're going to look for you, and it's very important to make sure that you're on Google so that they can find you. So they're going to go to Google, type in headlight restoration near me, headlight restoration followed by their city, and you want to make sure that you come up for that. Now there's something called local SEO. That's optimizing your business for Google to display whenever somebody searches for your services. So if you're just putting your profile up and not filling it out, not getting a website, not doing all that, you're less likely to come up for them. Because even if you create the profile, do all that, that doesn't mean that you're going to come up top spot when somebody searches you. There's a lot of factors that come into play, and it's super important to make sure that you're online for people to find you. What's going on, boss?
Not much, man. How are you?
I'm doing all right. You got some hazy headlights?
Man, I do. So you're sanding?
Yeah. So right now I'm sanding. I'm taking all the
Yeah, you gotta get
all the imperfections off.
cracks.
Yes, all that fun stuff. What kind of vehicle do you have?
Dispenser 13.
Oh yeah, I know those like the back of my hand, man.
Yeah, no, they're not far off of this Honda though.
Yeah, so I'm gonna sand it, get it down to the raw headlight, and I'm gonna reapply a new clear coat. It's $89.99. It comes with a 3-year warranty. So in the next 3 years, if it start hazes up or something, we'll come back out and redo it, because we're actually mobile as well.
And you're out here every weekend, or
Saturdays.
You are right now?
Yeah, Saturdays and Sundays.
Okay.
And then again, this one shouldn't take any more about 20 minutes. So if you want to pull it up afterwards.
Yeah, no, I don't have an extra $100 on me right now.
You're good, man. I got some cards on my desk over there. If you
through here?
just walk right here, right on the other side of this wall.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. Yeah,
How's it going, brother?
All right, let's.
So yeah, what was I saying? Getting online. That's the first thing I would do if I was starting all over again, because you gotta be online, guys. The customer that's looking for your service, that's the easiest one to capture, because they're already looking to get somebody to restore their headlights. And there's two parts to that. One, them finding you, and the second half of that is you impressing them and them contacting you. So let's say that you have a Google business profile, somebody finds it, potential customer, and you got no pictures, you got no hours listed, you're making it difficult for them to engage in your services. So you want to make it as easy as possible. So get your Google business profile up, get your portfolio, that means get your before and after pictures on the profile like yesterday. Like, get them on there as fast as you can, because this is a business where you kind of eat with your eyes. So if a customer is looking at all the crazy transformations that you've done, they're more likely to reach out to you. So you got to impress them on that front. Sorry, I was talking to that customer. So I finished with the 600. Now I'm going to remove the tape. I don't think that guy saw my camera. He just saw me talking to myself, probably thought I was crazy. But yeah, first things first, obviously your Google business profile, get that up. Get your reviews. A lot of people that reach out to me tend to forget that they too are consumers. So whenever you are looking for something, let's say you're going to a new restaurant, or you're searching for a service yourself, what are you going to typically do? You're going to go to Google, find out what's going on, see who's what, where they're at, where they're located, what they're about, the reviews. So you have to get online. Don't cut corners when it comes to that. Like, you got to make sure that all your stuff is presentable. Fill out everything. Fill out your services. Fill out your hours. Definitely is hot out here. I don't know what the temp is. I left my watch at home, so I usually keep my watch on me so I can monitor the humidity levels, the heat. I get notifications about the weather, so if I got rain coming to my way, I'll know about it. But now we're just gonna mask it off. So one way that I can tell that the humidity isn't too bad is I just cleaned it with the rubbing alcohol to sanitize it, and it evaporated very quickly. Now, if you are in a very humid spot, it's not going to evaporate very fast. It's going to take a second. So this tells me that it's pretty good to spray. So let's say it was taking a bit of time. That tells me that whenever I spray it, the clear coat on there, it's going to take a minute to flash off, which is, no problem. But alright, put the can right here just so it can heat up. But see, we're at 600. Standard with 600. There's no more oxidation or anything on it. It's got a very little tint on it, so that tells me that these were probably pretty yellow for a long time. But regardless, they're going to look 10 times better. So using the Next Gen Headlight Solutions clear coat, no need to polish or anything. I do have a discount code in my description, SRH, and we're just gonna spray there, make sure it's coming out okay, and that's the pattern of it, and then we're just gonna apply it. How you doing, brother?
See what I got left when I walk out of here, man?
Yeah, you're good.
I only got like $125 with me.
You're good, man.
I'm not sure what I'm buying in here yet.
You're good. I understand. You got it.
Is that your best cash price?
I could do 80 if you want to. If you get it done after this one, $80, man.
$80? All right,
Yeah.
let's do it, dude.
All right. Let me.
What? You need 20 at least, right? I'm gonna water the whole thing. So
yeah, if you want to pull it here before you go, I can knock it out immediately after this one. I'll move this stuff for you. It's up to you.
You don't want it under the tent?
It's okay.
You sure, man?
Unless you want to keep.
I'll come back here in 20 minutes and pull it right in for you.
Unless you want to keep the key here.
No.
All right. Come back here. Come back. All right. Sounds good.
I'm gonna wander this north end. I'll come back. I'm gonna be here for an hour. So
all right, you're good, brother.
I gotta go talk to a guy in here about music and records and shit.
What was your name?
Eric.
Eric, I'm Brad.
Yeah, all right, Brad. Yeah, $80 cash. You got a deal, dude.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
All right, so you can see the pattern where I spray it. I test sprayed it just to make sure it's not spitting. So I'm just gonna do swipes with the contour of the lens. You don't want to go like this, otherwise this is not gonna get a good coat. So. I gotta get a fan. But there we go. A little bit of flash off. You can see it right here on the bottom. And there's a little bit of stuff on the inside too. So nothing too abnormal. Man, dude, guys, when I say it is humid, like you can see, I'm not like really working myself here. Like this is light work for me. But Lord, it is humid. So we were originally in the back, but I moved to the front of the flea market, and I was going to get a door and everything installed on my spot, but I want to wait a few months before I do that because I want to make it kind of more convenient for me, because I get here pretty early, like 7 a.m. so I can set up the tent, get the signs out all over the place. But yeah, if you have a flea market near you, try to get there. It's cheap. I only pay like $300 a month for this, and I'll cover that in one day, so the rest of the month is profit. And it's only open Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays. We're not here on Fridays just because it's really slow. But yeah, to touch on what I was talking about earlier, making sure that your website is good to go. So a lot of people will skimp on this process. They'll
come back in a second.
They'll go with like a Wix website or a free GoDaddy website. Now there's something called indexing, and it means essentially getting your pages, your website, everything listed by Google. So that is super, super important, and some of these websites don't do that, and it kind of defeats the purpose of setting up a website if you're not going to be going like hard on it. This is why I say don't be afraid to pay a company to do your website professionally. You know, a standard 5-page website shouldn't be more than like maybe $350, depending on how good the designer is. Don't skimp, guys. You got to understand you are investing in a business. You're not wasting money when it comes to doing that stuff. You're not wasting money by paying somebody to do a website, because it's going to pay for itself. Kind of glad that dude's coming back in 20 minutes. I can get a little breather. But yeah. First things first, Google business profile, get your pictures on there, get it completely filled out, services, products, all that. Your images, super important, and then your website. We're moving to the 600 now. Make sure all that stuff is online, because I'm not trying to be cocky here or anything, but maybe probably once every 2 weeks, we'll have somebody think that we're a corporation or a franchise because we look so professional. I had a customer not that long ago. We did his Audi, and we did it super early. We did it around like 7:30, which is usually my no-no because it's so humid in the morning. And the flash off didn't evaporate before it hardened, or the solvents in the clear coat didn't evaporate fast enough, so it hardened with that fogginess, the flash off still on there. Just a little spot, nothing crazy. And I told the customer, well, I didn't tell him. It was like maybe 2 days after we did it, I get a notification for a bad Google review. I'm like, what the heck? So I looked, and it was that customer. And I reached out to him. I was like, hey man, like, you know, in my mind I'm thinking, why didn't you reach out to me? Like, why'd you just go straight to leaving me a bad review online? But anyway, I told him, I was like, we want to make it right, we want to fix it. He's like, oh, we're out of town. We're going out of town for work. We're going to be gone for a bit. And he's like, can you still do it? And I was like, brother, I'm not going up to, I think he was like North Dakota or something like that. Something crazy up north. And I was like, we're a small business, man. We're not, you know, we can't come up there. He's like, oh, I thought you were nationwide. I thought we were a franchise. So I was like, no, man. I was like, we're not. We're just a small local company. And I was like, is there any way you can remove that review for right now, and I'll fix it when you get back? He's like, oh, yeah, sure. But it kind of spoke volumes, you know, to me, that we were so good, so professional, that this guy thought that we were a nationwide franchise. And I told him, we're not a nationwide franchise yet. Because he's not the only person that's after that. I've had people who are purchasing the kits reach out and ask about franchising. And I don't know, eventually maybe, but right now there's just so much going on that I can't focus on that. There's a whole lot that goes behind franchising your brand out. Whole lot that goes behind it. And it's just legalities, you know, hiring lawyers, all this fun stuff that I just don't have cut out for me right now. But I would love to do that, like have somebody, you know, have locations in different areas. That would be pretty sick, because I've said it in the past, this is a business that people don't really realize exists. It's not really a thing, and there's a lot of money in it. So you can see that flashed over. It's looking great. There's still some imperfections on the inside right here. Same thing over here, but just gonna apply this right quick. Same thing. Sweating like a pig. You can see that spot right there. You can see it right there where I didn't mask off. I'll show you how easy that is to fix, because people be like, oh my god, you're getting overspray all over the place. Like it's the end of the world. See it right there. You can see it right there. I'll just like that. And when you look at that, it's all gone. Good lord. Gotta know your trade, guys. I mean, I get it a lot. I mean, it's YouTube, so naturally there's gonna be a lot of people who are experts in the business. A lot of YouTube experts, which I value everybody's opinion. Of course, there's always some stuff for you to learn, but when people comment and they're like, yo, you're doing it wrong, you're doing the customers disjustice, it just makes me laugh. It's like, guys, come on. I'm not making these videos to bash any other methods or anything like that. I'm making these videos to help people. help them start their own business, you know? That's the purpose of the channel. That's why I give out my email. That's why and by the way, for some people who do reach out to me, ask me a bunch of questions via email, I do apologize if I am a little slow in responding. I got a little bit more than what I thought I was going to get, but so if you're in my inbox, rest assured I will respond to you. Just going to do a quick snip video. As I said, with the Honda Accords, I mean, these are notorious for having haze on the inside. But regardless of the fact, it looks much, much better. So you can see, like, it's like the layering. Like, you have the headlight assembly, and then you have like glue, and then you have the lens that's like put on the assembly. You can see it's like right here, just like coming apart. So, alright guys, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Snip video. These are notorious for having haze on the inside.